Welcome to the channel. I'm Joyful. Today we're just going to be having a chat. Sometimes when I'm on social media, I find that I get a lot of stimulus, a lot of media very, very quickly, and it can be a little overwhelming. And it can feel like I get very apathetic. But there are some channels that I really like to watch. Channels that kind of take it slow and give me a chance to breathe and a chance to think, while still being able to fill my mind with something that's not just my thoughts. That's what I'm going to be attempting to do with this channel more specifically. We're going to be playing in this Minecraft world and taking a break from the constant flow of information. I've never spoken off the cuff in any video I've done, so this is a very new experience to me. I didn't write a script, but I do have just a couple of notes, just to give me an idea of what to say whenever I run out of things to talk about. I really wanted this video to be just an introduction to the channel, and an introduction to the type of content that I'll be making on it. Together, you and me are going to be building up this Minecraft world, while we talk about pretty much anything that comes to my mind. But the goal is to make it a slow experience, but still enjoyable. Just a place where you can let your mind take a break. I don't know if I personally like the word detox. It has a lot of anti-scientific, for lack of a better word, connotation with it. Where normally when you hear the word detox online or in media, usually you can bet that it's going to be some pseudoscience, that's the word, some pseudoscientific bullcrap that you don't really have to pay attention to. I hope nobody has a problem with bad organization in Minecraft, because pretty much all of my chests look like that. Hopefully I'll be able to get better at this speaking off the cuff thing, so I won't really need to rely on notes as much, and there won't be as many pauses in between what I'm saying. But my inspiration for this channel mostly lies outside of the realm of video games, and more in the realm of actual nature. That inspiration would be the Whipple family. Dave Whipple, the YouTube bush radical, Girl in the Woods, I forget her first name, and then their son Mick, who I believe his channel is called Betting on Alaska. The lifestyle that they've gone with, mainly out of economic necessity, is definitely the lifestyle that I want to follow in, also for the same reason. When doing the math, it really does look like if me and my fiance want the life that we want in this current economy, that we'll have to build our own house with our own hands, with our own wood if we could do it. Because it's just not economically viable to buy a house anymore, at least at an age where we would still enjoy raising a family. I guess none of that really made sense if you guys don't know Bush Radical or the Whipple family. But there are a couple who started out in, I believe Michigan or Alaska. I believe Alaska. They were both started off very poor. And in order to provide themselves shelter, they bought a 2-acre piece of land and paid it off as fast as they could, and built a log cabin on it using the wood that was on the property. They lived there for 2 years and had a daughter. And then they built a larger cabin, a 2-story cabin, that could fit their family. That's definitely something I'm very interested in. Partly out of economic necessity, but partly, and I can't hide this, just out of genuine curiosity of what doing something like that would take. I'm also interested in the de-alienation aspect of a project like that, of actually building the structure that you're living in, which really connects you to the product of your labor. That's something I'm also interested in. As I'm sure everybody can attest, the effects of alienation are quite clear in most people's lives. When I look at the fast-pacedness of media today, it reminds me of Dune, funnily enough, and the Butlerian Jihad. One of the main problems that the Butlerians had with technology was that people were using technology to control other people. And I find that that's a pretty accurate commentary of the world that we live in. Which is a scary thought. But also I guess I can't talk too much, as I guess by putting out YouTube videos I'm now participating in that system. As you can see, the design of my buildings in this world are quite unique and quite specific. That's because when I started building this world, I was watching a documentary on ancient Mesopotamian civilizations, so it just kind of leaked into my architecture while I was building. I was really thinking, if I was really in this mountain crater, this volcano crater almost, what would I be using to build with? The answer was undoubtedly stone. There was even a cave right here. So I started excavating. Took the stone out of the cave, built a temple, for lack of a better word, and set up shop. Next I built this, what turned into a pathway, this building. I really didn't know what it was going to be when I started, and I still really don't know. But it does make a nice connection to the bridge that goes over the sheep pen. And finally onto the pathway which goes up the hillside. I recently cleared out a patch of land here, which I'm kind of saving for a larger project, but I have no clue what that project's going to be. I feel like it might just come to me one day, so I'll just leave it. Just up the hill here. Since I'm only one person, I didn't want to be worrying about food so much, and spending so much time harvesting and planting the crops over and over again. So I set up this method of harvesting the crops quickly. As you can see, under all these trapdoors, it's just a 2 by maybe 8 pool of water. And when one of these trapdoors is flipped up, the water is released, and I can close it back up, which sends all the crops and all the seeds to the bottom. I find it very, very useful. Over here is the barracks. Because what ancient civilization is not complete with a little barracks? All the beds are different colors because my sheep are accidentally different colors, because I started with one black sheep and one white sheep, and it kind of escalated from there. And in here, what the barracks is guarding, is a storeroom, which I've yet to fill up. I find it's a nice little community here. Something to work on to relax. Throw on some music in the background, or maybe a YouTube video. But now I'm going to be recording. And we're going to be building up this community bit by bit together, while chatting about anything that comes to mind. If that's something that interests you, or if you'd like to take a break every once in a while, then feel free to hit subscribe. I'll be posting videos I'll be attempting to post videos regularly. But now I think it's time to take a rest and start thinking about the projects to come. I hope to see you guys again soon.